I've been talking about space a lot lately, and what does it really matter? I mean, if they're lying about it, some people believe it, what they're told, and some don't. Not many don't. Most people believe the totally fake stories we're given. Um, but ultimately, um, we will make a journey um, upon our death, which will determine our eternal condition and the state of our soul. That's what's important, really. Um, so we know there's an area above us and below us, and the truth is this: this is real. We're here. We're gonna live here. We're gonna die here. This is the proving ground, the testing grounds. This is where the wheat is sifted. We show what we're made of. God is above. There's a firmament, and we've gone through it before. Um, a lot of people love space because they believe, maybe not in their lifetime, but one day man will venture into that realm and discover all sorts of cool stuff, man. There's gonna be aliens, there's gonna be other worlds, there's gonna be different kind of creatures. But this is a fictional universe. And not to talk much about it, but I looked and researched a little bit. The um science we're given today was just science fiction yesterday. All if you look into it, all the books that were written from the 1600s up to the 1900s, um, just describe a world that is was science fiction, but is now like given to us as truth, um, nonfiction. So, and the journey we will make a journey to space, or at least above the firmament or beneath it. In the Orthodox religion and the saints uh, have revealed things to the church about things beyond um, what was written in the Bible. The Bible is one book that we, by the way, put together. The Orthodox bishops came together and compiled the books of the Bible. But since then, there have been other saints who God has revealed things to, and who've enriched knowledge within the Orthodox Church. The Protestants reject it. They believe in the one saved, always saved stuff. I was that for a while, even though I wasn't born. I was born and baptized into Orthodoxy, but just kind of as a Serbian tradition. We never really went to church. It's more like a Serbian thing. But somehow God brought me into a true faith, and I'm not doing very well. I think I can do better. I'm in a little bit of danger, but I need to pull it together, man. But I'm fighting a little. I could fight more. Anyway, but we have a belief and understanding in Orthodoxy that it's not once saved, always saved. That's one of the differences. We don't believe like the Protestants do that you invite Jesus into your heart at a point in time of your life. Maybe you could do it when you're 5 years old, or 20, or 40, or 80. And then once you do that, you're like saved forever, no matter what. You're just saved. We don't believe that. We believe it's a struggle that lasts throughout your life, and we work out of our salvation with fear and trembling. And it's not once saved, always saved. Um, we are there's a judgment, and we're measured according to what we've done. And we have an enemy that seeks to destroy us and cause us to be eternally separated from God. So, so that's a battle that we're in. How easy is that? From once saved, always saved. Think about it. That means you can do whatever you want, and you're going to heaven no matter what. God forgives you. He forgives. Yeah, he forgives. But you ever know your own conscience can condemn you? But that's just too easy. And what's stopping me from having my cake and eating it too? For any Protestant, what's stopping you? Why would I mean, you know, what is the reason you would deny yourself any of the pleasures this world has to offer? Because there's some tasty treats there you can help yourself to. It's not that fun walking a straight line and denying yourself, carry your cross. This is what we're commanded to do or advised to do. We're not, we have a choice. Um, you know, look at it with your common sense and ask yourself, is it true that I can just believe this thing and I'm fine? Like I can just do whatever I want, or is there a responsibility that I need to, you know, prove myself worthy? That seems more real to me, and is what is taught in the true church, the Orthodox Church, that didn't just come around, by the way, yesterday like the Protestants did. They haven't been around that long. I don't want to do a whole history lesson, but they have not been around that long. They're all about the Bible. Nobody could go to a corner store and buy a Bible 100 or 200 years ago. Like you can go today to Barnes and Nobles and pick up a Bible like a pack of tarot cards and just go through there and interpret it any way you think is fit. And I heard a homosexual pastor saying that, oh, the parts in the Bible that speak against homosexuals, that was just put in there by men who were like homophobes. So like the Bible is like a straw man that you can just manipulate any way you want. We have a tradition from the beginning and from before the church began at Pentecost, that is clear. Man shall not lay with man as he lays with woman. Again, I don't want the video to be about that, but um, my point is that the Protestants came along and they're a fake church. You can't call them a church. It's more like a club, or it's like a group that meets and interprets the Bible. Anyway, I want to talk about that. So here, this is an icon about the soul after death. So this poor guy died, and when you come out of the body, your soul, immediately demons will come to try to grab hold of you. The thing separating us from them right now is that we are within our body. Our soul is within our body, and they can't get to us. Although some people are demon possessed, I don't know why some uh, are possessed by demons. They come into them, and others they can't, or they don't. They're not allowed. I really don't know. But in general, we are shielded from them. But at the moment of death, the soul comes out of the body. We're exposed to these things. These fallen angels, and they're all about tempting us throughout our life. And that death, they're holding up like, you know this demon is saying, he did this, he did that, he did that. This guy belongs to us. He's been our slave. He's our property. We're coming for him. But also an angel will come, maybe your guardian angel, or a few of them. I'm not 100% sure, but angels will come in your defense. So there's a battle for your soul according to what you've done, and the angel will kind of confront them and uh, remind them of and kind of testify on your fate, on your behalf, of the good things you've done. And then you can, let me see, there's more here. I have this. See again. So you make your journey up to space, the real space where he's waiting. What we saw before, God above the earth, the flat earth. So this is like not the life's journey, but this journey after death. These guys are like in Hades. They didn't make it. They're waiting the judgment. These guys up here are I guess, are those angels? No, those are the saints that made it. They're also waiting judgment to receive their inheritance in heaven. It hasn't been the final judgment yet, but everyone's waiting. These guys are getting a little taste of bad news coming. And then, so the ones that died are here. And then these demons, you see, they're like, he pulled them down, you know, by some sin that he allowed himself to be mastered by, enslaved by. This guy got him down. Here's another one. Look at this guy. He almost made it to the top, and he gets pulled down by this demon who had control of him over his sin. This dude made it. And you see there's a priest here, and it was explained to me, you know, another thing Protestants are missing, they're like, it's just them in the Bible. How are you gonna confess your sin without a priest? I just confess to God. Too easy, man. You know, it's just you out there by yourself. You're just talking to the wind. God hears you, he sees what you do. But when you look into the eyes of a priest, or you usually got your head down and you confess your sin, I mean, that's embarrassing. That's humiliating, and you won't want to do it again. And when you confess those sins, you're really confessing to God through the priest, but there's a person present there. It's not just like a figment of your imagination, a fake God Protestants believe in. It's just in their mind. This is real. I've done it. It's humiliating. But I'll tell you, when the priest prays the prayer of absolution, all this stuff is biblical too. I'm not going to pull out all the scriptures and go boring. I've done that before in another video. But when he prays the prayer of absolvation, I forgot the word, when your sins are absolved, means wiped away, you literally feel lighter. Literally, some breath of fresh air comes into your lungs, and you feel light, and all that weight, the burden of the sin is off your shoulders, and you know, you get strong carrying a weight, and so you might not feel it really, the burden of those sins. Sometimes you do. You've done so many things wrong, you feel them weighing down on you. Sometimes you don't, though. They might not be so bad you used to, but they're up there, and you're just kind of got used to carrying them. When they come off, you feel that load came off, though. You definitely feel it. It's real. How are you going to take communion without a priest to transform the water, the wine and bread into the body and blood of Christ? When he prays and the Holy Spirit goes into that Eucharist, making it into the body and blood of Christ. How are you gonna do that yourself, Protestant? I've been to your fake churches where they serve little Kool-Aid and matzah cracker. That's a joke. That's not real communion. You know, this is real. Do it. Try it. Tell me if it's not real. You know, so the priest is there to help you on your journey to make it not once saved, always saved, to help you through this battle. He's like your spiritual father. He's helping. This priest is helping another guy. The priest can fall too. I know that he can be pulled down as well. He's a man. So he's kind of help. Everyone's kind of, the guys making it. Notice are the guys clinging to the priest. You know, the ones that didn't, they're kind of like stragglers, man. He's right. He's riding that. I don't know what happened. He's riding that dude. Anyway, see, I kind of got off that page. Here's another one. Here's another one. This one shows nicely. This dude died in here. He's died. Angel came to him. Not sure what that is. You know, I could have someone explain this to me, but I'm just doing this on the fly. But again, here's the demons. And then there's the same, it's like called a toll house. It's like a stairway to heaven. Thank you, Led Zeppelin. And it's the same thing. Like the guys are trying to go up and demons are trying to pull them down. And the angels are there opening the door, trying to help along the way. But if you've been too bad, man, you're out. Someone really bad, they probably just get dragged down to Hades right away and wait the judgment. A real good saint makes it up pretty easy. But us who are kind of in the middle, man, it's gonna be scary. It's like it's gonna suck. It's gonna be a battle. Hopefully we make it. He made it in. And you know, up there. And then I guess this goes all the way to the judgment. It appears they're doing some judging right there. I'm not 100% sure. But this is the journey to space, the real one. Each one of us is going to make that journey upon our death when we croak. Oh, is this the same one? Kind of similar, but a little simpler. But not as complicated. It goes up the steps. This is the toll houses. Your soul travels up there, and these little guys try to condemn you along the way and bring you down. And the angels are there trying to help you get up where we want to be, up here. The toll houses are real. It's not once saved, always saved. And then, so covering back a little bit into space, here's from Isaiah 14:13. You said in your heart, I will ascend to the heavens. Actually, I like the King James better. Oh wait, let me go back one. Here we go. King James. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? You know who we're talking about. Son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Here we come to the part I wanted to show you. You said in your heart, I will ascend to the heavens. I will rise my throne above the stars of God. I will sit enthroned in the mount of assembly on the utmost heights of Mount Zaphon. I don't know what's Mount Zaphon. Try to research a little bit. Different people have different opinions. I don't really know. Maybe somebody knows, but it's just one of those things you're not really going to know. I kind of think we're talking about Mount Meru. If you look at maps from the 1600s, at the North Pole, where no planes fly, nobody can really go there. It's kind of like Antarctica. There's a magnetic mountain called Mount Meru, and people who saw it wrote that you couldn't collect a handful of soil from this thing. It's like a giant magnet mountain that comes out of the earth. That's how the compasses work. That's stuff about the gravitational field of the earth and the magnetic field. That's all baloney. There's a magnet in the north that draws compasses to it, period. I should do a video about that. If there's a magnet in the center of the earth, why does the compass point north? They would point down towards the middle of the ground. You know, come on, man. It's just like common sense, this stuff. You could be in Antarctica and hold a compass is gonna point north. But if it's a globe, then it's pointing out to space, like opposite direction of the North Pole. But no, it points north because there's a magnet there. I believe that could be Mount Zaphon. And then there's those cool, like the northern lights there, where like something amazing's happening in that area, man. It could be a position where God is or needs to, or is his spot above the top of the earth, the center of the earth, above the dome firmament. So Satan wants to send there, right? He said in his heart, I will rise my throne above the stars of God. What are they doing with this Apollo mission? Apollo is Satan, by the way. That's the devil of Satan, Apollo. Why would they call it Apollo? King James, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into the heavens. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. You know, they want to go to the stars and Mars. When they're up on the moon. That's like above. It's not above the stars, but there's stars under the moon. Well, that's a dumb point. But anyway, you know what I mean? If you just look at it, like, I mean, that's a big deal. If you're standing on the moon, they make themselves like God, is what I'm trying to say. I will also sit on the mountain of the congregation in the sides of the north. See, that's where I got the Zaphon, Mount Zaphon. It's in the north, according to the King James Bible. I'm glad I read that part. In the sides of the north. Flat Earth videos cover that a little bit. Let me see what's next. So that's a scripture about the pride of Lucifer wanting to set his sights and his throne above the stars of God. Look at these dopes, man. So they're like on the ISS. These idiots. Look at their faces, man. These are the guys that qualified to go on the ISS. If they can make it, anybody can make it, man. Look at these dummies. We're like they're goofing around up there with the little CGI thing that he's gonna eat. What the hell is that thing, man? Look at the face on her and him. Retards. Then look at these guys. Just look. I mean, I judge people by the way they look. Look at this. And this guy. Liars. They know they're in like a film studio somewhere, probably hanging upside down. You know, like this. I don't know if hope that works. You know, they're hanging, so their meat or their cheeks are pushed up, and it looks like we're floating in space. All the little flags are up there. People, they can't get along except for in space or Antarctica. Then everyone, China, Russia, North Korea, everyone gets along when it comes to space and Antarctica, but nowhere else. No, here's another one. Oh, these guys. These dudes. Oh no, he looks kind of all right. Him. Oh no, this guy, man, I don't really trust him. It was weird, but you know, you can't always tell by the face. But these guys are lying, man. They know they're not anywhere near a international space station. They're in some film studio doing a fake uh presentation of this hoax, and they know, and they're lying, and I don't know how they sleep at night, man. I don't know, because you've got to totally deny God to do this kind of stuff completely, because that's the purpose of it. They want us to believe in this fictional realm around us. You know, God is above us. Heck is below your feet, down deep. You wait the judgment, and no rocket is getting past the firmament. It goes up. Either the air gets thin or thick. I don't know what happens, man. They always shut off the cameras, but it goes up and comes back down. That's it, man. Nothing's orbiting the Earth, like falling. They say it's falling around the Earth. Stuff falls down, but all of a sudden, when you get high enough, it falls in a circle. It's so dumb, the whole thing, man. It really doesn't make me sick. It just makes me, I don't know what. I just I just laugh at them, and I can't believe people believe it. Most people don't really care, but that's on them too, because everyone gets tempted in doing things against their conscience, and that's what keeps you stuck uh, and enslaved. You know, we want to by through Christ, we want to overcome the temptations of this world and make it past the fake ISS, International Space Station, you know, to the real uh, space station. And this too, you know, this is just a picture that shows this is the pride of Lucifer. Like this is what I was talking about, standing on the moon. Like this guy's standing on the moon. When you look up at the moon, like way above you, this dude has been there. He's like above it. He's standing on top of it and stuck the American flag. Looks a little weird at this point. Video's not about that. This is like a homeless tweaker shelter. It's like made out of tape and stuff with a tinfoil. You could just kick it right over, man. How did that thing fly back to Earth? It doesn't matter. There's no atmosphere, but you still got to keep it pressurized. So how did that work? And temperature and all that. 250 degrees up there in the sun, minus 250 in the shadow. What battery powered that air conditioner? You know, They're up there. There's like 11. It's like an 11-day journey. Would the guy breathe? And then when you open the door to get out, how do you repressurize it? You know, the thing's not that big, man. Where they suck air from? There's no air anywhere. I mean, it's just a joke. But more than proving this is fake, we understand it's fake, but this is the pride of Lucifer that man wants to get up, the demon possessed man, the man who conspires with Satan on the highest level, the pride of Satan, of Lucifer. They want to rise above God, above the heavens, and put their throne there. This is like dominance, like this throne. This is like a throne, like America's flag. Man, this represents man, the earth, placing a throne in the heavens. That is Lucifer's sin of pride, that he's better than God, equal with God. You know, that's the point of this video. And the reason they lie, one of the reasons, they want to pretend to be all that. Well, I'm a big astronaut. I went to the moon. We're NASA. We have ability to put men in space, on Mars, the stars, the moon. Look how great and powerful we are. But got news for you. You're not. You're just lying. You're full of it. It's the last one. Again, anyway, I covered that. Yeah. So, I lost that picture, but this is more of it. This is the journey to space right here. The angels, the demons, the enemies, and us. There's the Orthodox Church Fathers. All the tools and weapons we need are right here. And we pick up that sword and slash our way to the top.